Welcome to the Conscious Leadership Podcast. In this podcast, we discuss the how-to of creating conscious leadership for business, life, and the world. With ordinary people doing extraordinary things and being truly in control of their own health, wealth, and happiness. Knowledge plus action with a plan creates magical results. Introducing your host, Julie Hogbin, author, international speaker, mentor, disruptor, and creator of conscious leadership, and property investor living in the UK. Leadership in uncertain terms, we certainly need it now more than ever before. And leadership and conflict, you may not be able to resolve the conflict, but you will have to manage it and lead through it. You will get conflict within yourself, within your team, within your family, and within your business. And the people that you spend the most time with are the individual you'll have more conflict with and be in conflict with. Within these uncertain terms and the previous happenings, lockdown, which is still continuing and going on, conflict exists, and conflict always will exist. And the sooner it's dealt with, the better results you'll achieve for everybody, for you, for your business, and for the other person. At the beginning of conflict, you'll have far more chance to manage the whole thing for you, the other person, and the problem. It's called stage 1 of an individual motivational value system. When we are just in conflict and it isn't dire, we are willing as individuals to look at the problem, to look at the other person, and to look at self. The longer the niggle, the conflict is left, the worse it gets, and the harder it will be to manage. Stage 2 of conflict and managing conflict, leading through conflict, if we do not resolve it or manage it at stage 1, we may think it's something that's not that important, it's something little, sort of try and brush it under the carpet. If we do not pay attention to it at that point, where it can be a quick conversation, nothing too energetic, doesn't probably take a lot of your time, it may be just something slight. If we don't manage it at stage 1 and it goes to stage 2, the individual concerned will be concerned about the problem and themselves. So you, as the other person, will not be too high on their considerations. The third stage of conflict management, so the individual motivational value system that we all are driven by, all of us, every single one of us. When we are at the depths of the conflict, the only thing we really care about is ourself. So we don't consider the problem and we don't consider the other person. So if you want to know more about your motivational value system, which has a lot to do and plays a massive part in the whole process about how we lead ourselves and others through life, let alone conflict, understanding yourself to understand others will help you and your leadership and your management. If you want to know more, get in touch with me. Thanks for listening to the Conscious Leadership Podcast. You can contact Julie on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and hear me out. Please subscribe to her YouTube channel for how-to videos and more content. And please message Julie to have your questions answered. Until next time, remember, knowledge plus action with a plan creates magical results. See it, say it, write it, believe it, and achieve it.